Hello students, good morning to all of you. I hope you all are safe at your home. Today we will discuss chapter number 3, data handling. Data handling. We are starting the exercise 3.1. In the 3.1 we will do the mean or average. Mean or average. The mean or average will be equal to sum of observations divided by number of observations. Now what do you mean by observations? Right? We are starting the exercise 3.1. See the question number 2. Organize the following marks in the class assessment in the tabular form. The marks are given to you. Which number is highest, which number is lowest, what is the range, and what is the arithmetic mean. We can find easily highest and lowest marks. The range of the data. Range is equal to highest value minus lowest value. Right? First of all, you have to arrange the data in the tabular form. See the minimum value, that is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, up to so on. You will arrange the values. So we have arranged the values like that is a serial number, and the marks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The maximum marks is 9. According to that, we have frequency or how many times it is reoccurred. So 1 is written 1 time, 2 is written 2 times, 3 is written 1 time. So up to so on, we will write the frequency, how many times the marks are given to you. Then after that, you will write here tally marks. Tally marks, 1 is represented by 1 line, 2 is represented by 2 line, then 3 is represented by 3 lines, 4 is represented by 4 lines, but 5 is represented by the 4 lines and 1 line, crossing line will be there. If you want to write the 6, then again 6, 7, 8, 9, then 10 will be the again cross line. So these are the tally marks you have to mention in the tabular form. First of all, you will see the what is the highest marks. Highest marks is 9. Lowest marks is 1. Range, highest minus lowest. 9 minus 1, 8. After that, arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean will be the sum of observations. How many marks will be there? You will add all the marks divided by number of observation. How many students are there? These are 20. So divide by 20. So the mean will be the 5. Mean or average, that will be 5. Arithmetic mean is also the same meaning. That is mean, average and arithmetic mean. Next, find the mean of first 5 whole numbers. You have to take the first 5 natural whole numbers. The whole numbers are starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? These are the first 5 whole numbers. So what is the mean? Sum of observation divided by number of observation. Then observations are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. You will add all the values divided by number of observation. How many observations are there? These are the 5 observations divided by 5. Then 2 will be the arithmetic mean of the given data. Right? So like that you have to do the questions of arithmetic mean. See the question number 6. The marks out of 100 of a group of students in the size test is given as. Find the highest and the lowest marks of the student, range and the mean. Highest you may see from the data. What is the highest marks? That is according to me 95. I have seen the data. The maximum marks is 95. So it is the highest marks. Lowest, lower one, that is 39. That is 39. Range, highest minus lowest. 95 minus 39 will be the 56. Then mean will be the sum of observation. You will add all the marks divided by number of observation. How many students are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So divide by 10, you will get the mean of the marks. That is mean of the marks. Right? After that, in the next exercise, 3.2. 3.2, we will do the middle value, that is median and mode of the data. Median is the middlemost value of the data and the Mod is the most reoccurring value that is called as a mod. So see here, for the median, you have to arrange the data in the ascending order. So see the question number 1, the scores of the mathematics test is given as find the mod, median of the data and are they same. So first of all, you have to arrange the data in the ascending order. First you will write the lowest number, then highest, then upper highest. So mod, you will see the data, how many times the data is reoccurring. So see here, 20 is occurring 3 times and 25 is occurring 2 times. So 20 is occurring 3 times, so the mod will be the 20. So the mod will be 20. Now median, middlemost observation. Remove this first value, last value. First starting one, last one. Again next one is like you are cutting the values. The middlemost value will be the 20. Middlemost value will be the 20. So the median will be 20. Now see here, mod and median both are same. So you will write yes, they are same. Right? So like that you have to find the mean, mod and median. Right? That will help in the higher classes also. See here, the question number 4, the mod and median of data. You have to find the mod and median. First of all, you have to arrange the data in the ascending order. Have you arranged? Yes, this is the ascending order of the data. So now count the numbers. There 12 is occurring 2 times, 13 occurring 2 times, 14 occurring 3 times. So 3 times is the maximum value. So the 14 will be the mod. Now median. The middlemost value will be the median. You will cut 1 from here, 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 1 from here. The middlemost value will be the 14. So the median will be the 14. Like that you have to find the median and mod of the data. Next exercise 3.3, that is the bar graph. You have to draw the bar graph, or bar graph may be given to you and you have to find the number of questions, answers, right? Use the bar graph. The bar graph is given in this question. And what is the bar graph? Bar graph is the bars of equal widths. We will take the equal widths bar to represent the given data, right? The data is given to you with the help of bar graph. They are asking, see from the bar graph, what is the most popular pet? See the highest one, that is cats. This is cat. So the maximum value is shows as a for the cat. How many children have dog as a pet? See the dog. This is the first one is dog. The dog value is 8. So 8 children having the dog as a pet. Similarly, you may do the question number 2. Now see the question number 3. You have to draw the bar graph. Represent the data on the bar graph. The classes and number of children are given to you and you have to arrange first of all in the bar graph. See the number of children 135, 120. These are the number of children. Now, and you have to take on the x-axis as a class, and on the y-axis you will take the number of children. So you will take the number of children on the y-axis and this class will be on the x-axis, right? So you will take the gap of the 10. It is very much easier for the finding the value, any value, because in between 0 to 10 there are 10 boxes. In between 0 to 10 there are 10 boxes if you want to find the 12. So 10, then next 2 box, that will be the 12, right? So we will take the gap as a 10. That will be very much suitable for the bar graph. So that is 5th class having 135. 130, after the 130, that will be the 5 boxes. That will be 135. You will leave the first 10 boxes. You have to leave the first 10 boxes, next value and next 10 box. You will take this for the 5th class. That is 135. Next you will leave for the 10 boxes and next for the 6th class you will take another value. How much value is given to you. So up to so on you will draw the graph and find the number of questions, answer, right? Answer the following question, like which class has the maximum number of children. You may see from the bar graph, this is the uppermost value. So that is the 5th class. So like that you have to find the question from the bar graph. And in the last exercise 3.4, we have probability. Probability, that is the uncertainty. It may be possible to certain, it can be impossible, it may be possible and sure, right? So like that we have to find the questions answer. you have to tell certain to happen, impossible, and can happen but not certain. Right? You have to see the given condition. You are older today than yesterday. It is quite obvious that is certain to happen because we are older today than the yesterday, so it is certain to happen. A tossed coin will land heads up. We don't know if you toss the coin, it may be head, it may be tail. So it can happen but not certain. We can't say it will be head or tail. Next is a die when tossed shall land up with a 8 on a top. That is a Ludo die. Ludo die is having the 6 faces, but it is saying that it will be 8. So 8 cannot be there, so it is impossible. Like that you can find the questions. Next is a probability. Probability formula is the number of favorable cases divided by total cases. Number of favorable cases divided by total cases. There are 6 marble in a box, number from 1 to 6. Right? What is the probability of drawing the marble number 2? You have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 marbles are there, total marble are 6. Number with 2. Number with 2, it is the 1 marble only. So that is the favorable case. 1 by total number of marbles are 6. 1 by 6, that is the probability. Right? Similarly, the next question, a coin is flipped to decide whether which team is start the game. What is the probability that team will start? So let's suppose any person's team want that head will come, then we will start the game. So if the head will come, then they will start the game. Otherwise, the another team will start the game if the tail comes. So we know that in the coin there is 1 head, 1 tail. So the probability will be 1 by 2. Favorable case will be 1 head, either head or tail, and total cases are head and tail. That is 1 plus 1, 2. So probability will be favorable case divided by total cases 1 by 2. Like that you have to revise this chapter and do it on the fair notebook. Thank you.